Hi, how are you? I'm good, thanks. How are you? Hi, audience. Okay, I got a glare. Okay, there we go. Hey, everyone. I'm a little bit late and a little bit early. Thank you for joining the stream. Sorry, that little glare is bothering me. Okay, there we go. So here I am in Newport Beach. Welcome or welcome back. I took 2 weeks off, so my schedule's getting a little busy. I can't be here every single week, but I will try to do as much as I can. So I have some really cool bags for you today, some nice vintage Louis bags. And thank you guys. If you do watch the replay, I realize a lot of you catch me on replay. I really appreciate that because this is a different format than my long form videos. Hi, Lindsay. So you can always drop me a note to see if there is a bag still available, and I will be happy to retrieve it for you. So last week, was her name Jacqueline? We found your bag, so it's put aside for you here. So if you see anything here, the info, I didn't write the info. I'm going to put the info down here. You are going to email me at info@dialmstyle.com if you are interested in one of the bags that we see here. Okay, so for my viewers, oh, hello, I have 5 people. Let me know where you are. Now, also, I am going to ask you guys a huge favor. There is a survey attached to the description in this video. I'm working with a group called Oversubscribe, and what they're doing is they are creating a way for my viewers to invest in the growth of my channel, which means you will also reap the financial rewards. Okay, and last thing, if you are here, I have a giveaway and I left it over there, but I'm going to describe what it is. I had a viewer a while back send me 2 pairs of earrings. They're very cute. I'll describe what they are. They are the Vuitton Blossom, little circle, and she cut them out and made dangly earrings. And because I can't wear earrings, I'm too sensitive. I'm going to give 2 viewers will get the earrings. So I'm going to think of my what to tell you to do. What to tell you to do. How about write a blossom in the chat if you want to enter the drawing, and if you're here live, you're going to get 2 entries. If you're watching the replay, it will be 1 entry. Okay, so I'm going to get started. I just previewed you one of the bags that we have here. So what I grabbed today is mostly vintage. And then I have, wait, hold on. Okay, I just have a few bags today because I'm on a little time crunch. Hi, Lindsay. Thank you for that blossom. I grabbed the vintage bags because those do really well here and have a really nice price point. So this is the first one, and to make sure you tune in every time I'm live because there's new inventory every single time. And in addition to that, if there's something you're looking for, please send me a request, because they get new things all the time. It's amazing. Like right now, there is literally a basket of hand neckties. Let me show you. Like a basket of neckties. So someone cleaned out their closet and dropped off all of his Father's Day presents for like the past 25 years or so. Like, for example, that brand Amelia Zengo, this tie is only $65. And the Zenga brand, I know they sell their ties for well over $60. This is a really pretty one. Of course, I gravitate toward the purple and pink. I think it's a nice accent for men. Um, Anyways, so if anyone's interested in ties, but we're not here for that. We're here for bags. I already know. The first bag is the Palermo GM. This bag is huge. And she is in amazing condition. Her leather is beautifully patinaed and very soft. So again, this shop, we're here in Newport Beach. They only take the best conditions of bags. I have never seen anything here in bad condition. So it has a little bit of wear inside, like it's been worn maybe just a few times, but really not that many. Trust me, I when I worked at the boutique, Louis Vuitton boutique, you can tell like people were always lying. They were like, "Oh, I only use the bag a few times a day for the past 5 years," and it would look like trash. Like it looked like you dragged it on the ground. But if or like, what are you trying to pull? But if someone came in with this and said, "Oh yeah, I only used it a few times," I would absolutely believe them because she's in great condition. But not only that, whoever bought this like took care of it. Yeah, there are people who buy expensive bags and they expect them to be platinum or titanium, so they literally drag them on the ground and then have the nerve to say, "I only used this once." So we know. So I know as a client advisor, this bag has only been used a few times and taken care of very well by the person who pre-owned it. Okay. So, like, not just they take stuff in great condition, but they have customers, clients who drop off their stuff who keep their things in pristine condition. Otherwise, otherwise this would look like a thrift store, and we are not. It's a high value consignment shop here. So this is the Palermo GM. She has been very popular for the little crisscrossies here, just the extra details, of course, from the Marc Jacobs era, and the big studs. I personally love the big studs that all of the Marc Jacobs era bags have. Hi, Tiff. You're out and about. Oh, thank you so much for dropping in. It's nice to see you. Okay, don't forget. I think you missed. I'm doing a giveaway, so type in the word blossom if you want to win the. They are repurposed Louis Vuitton earrings that one of my one of my viewers made for me a couple of years ago. Okay, also details that you won't find today is this cute little zipper pull. It's in really great condition too, like no scratches on it. So all those little details make the bag really amazing. Plus, as we all know, the older pieces, the canvas, they feel like Vuitton. Whereas today's canvas might be a little thin. I mean, I just hear complaints um, from people, but I know my vintage canvas pieces, they do have a certain weight and feel to them that some of the newer pieces might not have. Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you the price. The most important thing is the price, and this one is only $995. That's under $1,000 for this beautiful vintage piece. Wait, you can't even see all of it in the camera. Okay, look how pretty that is. She is your big tote bag, and she does have the crossbody strap. This is an amazing travel bag. If I were to travel, this is the bag. She is bigger than my Neverfull, has the crossbody strap for safety. You probably wouldn't carry this all the time, but if you're, walking through the airport with your coffee and also your luggage, it comes in handy. Or you can just put her over your shoulder. Plus, the length of this is adjustable on both sides. These are details that bags are currently missing, lacking. She's quite puffy because she has paper in it, but you can see how big it is, and it has a zipper for security. Like I said, all the things that might be lacking in the bags today, plus she is under $1,000. Okay, I know somebody is going to want this bag. If not here, someone on the replay already knows somebody is going to absolutely want this bag, and you cannot beat a vintage Vuitton. That's it. Plus the weight of her, she's pretty lightweight. Okay, next on the list, I have this cute little Goyard. She is very lightweight. Now, something really special about these, you can inside out her. So one side is this canvas, but the other side is the most amazing, beautiful leather. It is so soft and it's very lightweight. Okay, to tell you the truth, I was never a fan of the Goyard print. I'm not a fan of the Goyard crossbodies. But when I saw this bag, I'm like, oh, I get it. I get it. This one is leather lined. So here's her little pouch. This does not come off. She's on there. Oh, wait, she does. Just kidding. She doesn't come off here. See, this part is stitched in, but this part here you can take off. Just the little pouch, but don't do that. You'll lose it. Just leave her connected to her little pouch. And here's a code number here. I don't know much about Goyard. I only know that you cannot buy her online. You have to go to a boutique. And our nearest boutique here is Beverly Hills. So I have not actually been there because that's a long drive. The price of this one is $2,495. Okay, sorry, I'm just looking at a text message that came in from one of my bosses. Alrighty, let us inside out her. This leather interior, it is actually so beautiful and so supple. Did you know that Louis Vuitton Never Fill were meant to be inside out as well? It's just a pain in the butt to do. This was a lot easier because this is a lot softer. Okay, and look at that. So let's put that pouch back inside. That is a beautiful sable colored brown. Sable, chestnut. Maybe like chestnut. Chestnut would be it. And she's very lightweight and it's so beautiful. So this is the Goyard Goyardine Anjou Tote for $2,495. Anyone out there is interested? She is on the smaller side. She would be like the extra small version compared to small tote. I would think I think Neverfull as like my standard of tote. So this one is a little bit smaller. I love the fact that she is actually very flexible and easy to flatten and store like in a drawer. By the way, I have this client. She told me that she went on vacation and she put her Goyard tote in a drawer. She did not have this version. She had the version that's like $1,400. And she told me that she left it in a drawer in a hotel. And when she realized it, she called to recover it. And of course, it was gone. So don't do that. I tend to do that too. I'll leave things out of sight. Like I'll put a curling iron in a drawer and then I forget about it. So don't do that. Sorry, random stories today. Okay, so who else is joining? Don't forget to pop in and say hello. Okay, here's another cutie. Wait, just saw that behind me. Here's a smaller version of the Palermo. Oh my gosh, a smaller version. Literally just saw this. This one is $795. She's chained to the wall, so I'm going to show you from here. So there she is, just a smaller version. It doesn't have the T in the shapes, but everything else. It has the zipper. It has the shoulder strap. This is a really good deal at $795. Okay, so I know someone's going to want this. I know someone's going to want the big version. This one's really cute, you guys. $795 for a vintage Vuitton in amazing condition. Remember, these styles, this style I haven't seen come back. So this is the way to go. And when they do bring the styles back, like say they bring back the Palermo, they're probably going to charge you $2,400 for like for a bag that's going to be the same, but we all know manufacturing has gone down a little bit. I keep talking about how vintage bags are just so much better. Okay, so I've got two Palermos now. All right, I let myself get distracted. This is a bag I have. It's been on my list as like classic bags from each brand. When you think of Givenchy, you think of the Antigona. When you think of Vuitton, you often think of the Speedy. So here she is, a very similar shape to the Speedy, but she has these little angular lines on the side that makes it very architectural. One of the reasons I've always like, oh, I kind of like that bag. Even though the style of bag is not for me, this is very iconic for Givenchy. And she's a beautiful, very, very pale pink. It's called blush pink. It's almost a beige. It's so pale in pink, but it's definitely pink. And when I do see ladies carrying this bag, it looks very elegant. So if you're not into the monogram logo, but you still like the shape, like you see how this is their answer kind of to this Speedy. With some of the little details that this bag has, you can take off. Okay, yeah, I know you can take it off. The shoulder strap. Never mind, you can't take off the shoulder strap. The shoulder strap has this little pyramid detail. See how that goes nicely with the pyramid detail on the side of the bag. So these little design details are really fun. I wish you could take off the shoulder strap, but I guess you can't. It's great for convenience because it is like a pretty sturdy bag. It's not lightweight whatsoever. She is a great price at $1,195. It's the Gucci Antigona in small. It's a pretty big size for a small bag. I know she also comes in mini and even nano. But I have always liked the structure of this bag. So looking inside, she has a zippered compartment. She has the dust bag. Does she have feet? She doesn't have feet, but she has a little bit of structure on the bottom, and it looks like it was very well kept. There might be a spot of coffee right there that I can see. Um, Other than that, it is gorgeous, gorgeous bag. So that's the Givenchy Antigona. Just gonna zip her back up. Okay. All right, so we're talking about iconic bags. I'm showing this because somebody asked me for this bag in my email. So thank you. If you have a bag to request, go ahead and send me an email, and I'll look for it for you. Now she was looking at it at a lower price point. This one is still higher for your price point. The price is going to depend on the condition, and this one is in beautiful, beautiful condition. Oh my gosh, the patina on this is gorgeous. Now, another thing to note is that most of the bags in this store, they're several years old. So something like this, like the patina is finished. It's not going to get any darker. The only reason it would get darker is if you use it with your hands, the oils from your hands over time, it's going to absorb everything that you put on your hand. That is why every one of my little bags has a little scarf around it. And I just took the scarf off of one of my little bags. If I showed you how dirty it was, you would like that. So those are easy to wash. Your handbag handles, your leather is not going to be as easy to wash. So this is perfectly patina. This is as dark as it will get just sitting there. And then as you use it, it's going to start to pick up just oils, lotions, perfume, whatever, spilled coffee. So she is at 1,295. I forget what the price of a Speedy 30 right now is in the store, but it is going to be more than that. This one does not have the band. This is actually a version of, I have a Speedy 30 without the band at home. And because I am the smaller side, I'll just show you, to wear this crossbody, I don't need the shoulder strap anyway, because to wear it crossbody, it's too big. It's like luggage. So I would just carry it in my hand like this. So not all bags need the shoulder strap. I understand the convenience of it. If you happen to be traveling and you need to just, you know, put it on your shoulder while your hands are doing something else. So other than that, she is in perfect condition. Let me see if I can find the date code. Everything inside is beautiful. Like, did somebody really just buy this bag and not use it? That's what it looks like to me. So she is from 2016. This is in beautiful condition for being 2016. So I'm going to say, yeah, it literally just sat in someone's closet. And I have to giggle. It's funny to me that people do that. You didn't use this precious bag. Um, my mom only used her Speedy a handful of times, and hers was like, I think, 1986. So, I get it. Sometimes people just don't want to use their good things for safety reasons or to keep it pristine. This little bag is in pristine condition, and she is 1,295, a 2016 bag. And look, even the glazing is in place. The glazing will wear down over time. Let me show you the Palermo again so you can see. This is what it will look like just over time. It will disappear even when you're not using it. Okay, you see that? Just to compare. This is the shoulder strap, so that didn't get used as much as, I'm sorry, that's the crossbody strap. That is it still has more red than the shoulder strap. There are some places where the glazing has completely worn off. And by the way, that is okay. If you buy a bag in this condition, I would not bother reglazing it. It's just unnecessary. Um, and it would probably be expensive, but I personally don't think it's necessary. You can get your handles reglazed, but it's more of this like aesthetic thing. It's like nail polish and then it will wear off. So don't worry about little details like that. Just from like my perspective, if you're collecting vintage bags, that's like so minor, so minor. Okay, so the Speedy, I do think the Speedy is, if you're a Vuitton lover, the Speedy always is going to be the iconic bag. Um, Side note, somebody wrote to me and said, how come I can't see her holding this bag, her as an Audrey Hepburn in Breakfast at Tiffany's? Okay, confused. The bag was made for Audrey Hepburn. It was not made for her movie character. It was made for Audrey Hepburn. So if you just Google Audrey Hepburn and the Speedy, Louis Vuitton made a Speedy 25 just for now. It was not Louis Vuitton. I think he was dead by then. But she was made, the company made her a Speedy 25 just for her. Just for her personal use, not for the movie character. Okay, guys, I didn't pick enough bags today. Usually I pick too many and I go too long, but I'm on my last one today. We're on 23 minutes. And again, if you are popping in, hi. Oh, I see there's more people here. So go and say hi and where you're from. Two things I want to note. There is a survey attached, glare. There's a survey attached to the description. I'm working with a company called Oversubscribe, and they are helping me create a way to allow my viewers to invest into my channel. So just a survey right now, if you could fill that out. And then second thing, if you're here, if you want to win the giveaway, I have two small giveaways. I have little Vuitton Blossom earrings. They're not the real deal. They're repurposed from a viewer who cuts up the bags and makes them into things. She makes them into jewelry. So I have a bracelet from her, and I have earrings, but I can't wear earrings. And of course, they're not in my hand right now, but they're these little blossoms. So type in blossom if you want to enter the giveaway. Okay, last bag. I haven't seen this one in a long time. This is the Delightful GM. The smaller versions of the Delightful don't have these big zippers, but they still have this like big, beautiful open bag shape that people love because they're just super simple. Hello, pretty lot. I think. I hope I read that right. Thank you for dropping in, Blossom. There. So I will announce the winner on my Facebook page through that function where I just put notes and find a way to contact you. Okay. By the way, I'm gonna do giveaways in my lives from now through Christmas because I just like started opening boxes in my house and I have, oh my gosh, so much stuff like skincare from YouTube, um, just various PR gifts that I can't even use. So why not share with my viewers? There's like some Fenty skincare. Um, it's probably good, but I'm since I stick with my routine, like I haven't even opened it, haven't touched it, and just so much, yeah, bottles of stuff. So I want to share it with my viewers. How is that? Especially for the ones who catch me live, because I know you like when you see me, you pop open your phone and you are here, and I really appreciate you for that. So I am glad you were able to catch me live too. Okay. Also, you can ask me questions and stuff on the live. I don't I don't have to be the one talking all the time. I like having live so we can interact and stuff. So I know what you guys are up to. It's fun that way. Okay, so looking at the inside of the bag, everything looks good. Like every bag here is good. Every bag here is like a 9.5. Even the top of this bag with the binding is really good. Okay, now let me explain a design mistake that Vuitton made. I'm sorry, let me turn off my phone. It's potential spam calling all hours of the day. Okay, so the artsy. Okay, look at this big bag, right? And then they came out with the artsy, which is a bag that people really love. It has that braided handle. But the mistake they made was they didn't do the binding like this across the top. For whatever reason, I don't know if they were being cheap or what. And then not having that leather reinforcement caused the canvas to crack vertically this way. And people did not like that. Another mistake they made with the artsy was that they put that very cheap Alcantara lining. They call it fancy Alcantara, but it's microfiber, and the lining disintegrated right away, to which you had to pay like $250 to replace. So, in the long run, it is not a good bag. But now, here, like something like this, okay, again, case for the vintage bag, the lining is basically the backing of the canvas. It's the same thing that they do on the Neverfull. So, it does make the bag more lightweight. That's Alcantara, that red lining. It may make the bag look a little classier, a little more elegant at first, but I am not a fan of that. Even before that, all that, the linings of the bags, like my St. Cloud actually has a leather lining. So, back in the day, they used to make some of their bags leather lined, but those actually you cannot replace. The microfiber you can replace, but it's like I'm kind of just like this. Make it correctly to begin with, and then you don't need to replace it. Okay, so this just has the canvas backing, so it does make it actually a much more durable bag than some of the bags that you have today. Now she's also very lightweight. So here, for you mamas who like the big mama bags, it might be too big, and honestly maybe somebody didn't use it because it's too big. It's only been used a few times, but who doesn't love these big zippers? So the zippers go this way, not this way. You can't put anything here. It would go here into the corners. I think that's very innovative. I like that idea, that like you can put your lipsticks in here. Let's see, you can put your phone. Oh, your phone fits perfectly. You can put your lipstick in here, and it's very convenient, but still doesn't make this part bulky. Oh my gosh. Every time I'm here, I see a new vintage bag, like new to me, that I get to like explore and play with. And obviously, I get really excited about design details like that because I'm like, hey, that's really nice and actually convenient to have these pockets. Because today, the big totes that you see in the store, most of them don't have outside pockets. And it's so frustrating because it's like we women need outside pockets. And also, that was the thing that the customer asked for. What about the totally? It has pockets. And then we have like, oh, hi, sorry, we don't have pockets anymore. And honestly, when I was working there, I was feeling like these bags are so lacking for the amount of money that you pay for it that, um, and these types of design details, this one is called the Delightful. So it's the Delightful GM, which you might have seen before, but the smaller Delightfuls don't have the outside pockets. Not that I remember. I think it's just the other Delightfuls, the smaller ones just look like this, like that side with a little tab. Okay, so I always thought like it's not just like a functional flaw, design flaw to not have pockets, but it's also a way for the company to keep their costs down because it costs money to add a pocket. So it was always like a little bit annoying for me. I was like, oh my gosh, the bag is missing functionality, yet people still pay a lot of money for it. So this is why the Bichette Motif was very popular because it was actually a functional bag rather than just being a logo bag. Okay. Miradon, did I answer your question? This is the Delightful, but she's the biggie version. You see, with the zippers. The smaller ones, I don't recall the smaller ones having the pockets. Okay, I like this bag. The longer that I wear them, the more I like the bag, if you can tell. Okay, so there are more bags today, but that was what I pulled for today, just knowing I would have like a shorter show today. But I'm going to recap what we did for those of you who didn't join right at the beginning. Oh, sorry, the price of the Delightful is $1,195. So, sorry if I forget to tell you the price as well. But now I'm going to recap, and I do try to show things that are $1,200 and below, especially for vintage. You can find some good deals here. So let me go back to the first bag. It was the ginormous Palermo. Okay, whenever I see the bags with the cross on the shapes, like the extra reinforcement and the big studs, I know it's from the Marc Jacobs era. Hi there, who is joining? Yeah, the smaller version doesn't have the outside zipper. This is the first time I've seen the Delightful this big with the zipper, and I actually think the zipper is such a nice touch. Thank you. Happy Thursday. Thanks for joining. So if you missed it in the beginning, this pretty girl is only $995. She is the Palermo GM. When I see the big studs, I know she is the Marc Jacobs era. Other things that the vintage bags have is like, look at this cute bag charm. And she also has a crossbody strap. And she's got two adjustable over the shoulder straps. It's lightweight. She has pleats. I love the canvas bags with plates. It makes it so feminine and so girly and so fun. Okay, so she's the Palermo GM. And guess what? I noticed this behind me. She's changed the wall. Here's the smaller version of the Palermo. She does not have the cross on the shapes. She doesn't have the big studs, but she has everything else. She has the zipper, she has the charm, she has a shoulder strap. By the way, they're both in great condition. And this one is only $795. That is an amazing deal. Her patina is beautiful. Beautiful. Alrighty, so little Palermo and big Palermo, $795, $995. You can't beat this. I really love the vintage pieces, and each one under 1,000. Amazing. Okay, and then I showed you guys the Speedy 30, the classic. Always a classic. This is I inherited a Speedy 30 as well. This one is 2016 and she's in amazing condition. Look, all the glazing, perfectly patinaed, everything in place, no shoulder strap as the original, and she is $1,295. So 1,295. Okay, I haven't been a fan of Goyard until today when I saw this one. No, she is not just your typical canvas bag. She is on the pricey side. She is 2,450. Oh, 2,495. But that means you qualify for the $100 off if you're a first time buyer with me on OnvQue Style. All right, here you go. This bag. Okay, by the way, a lot of designer totes, like the Fendi on the Neverfull, they do have the ability to inside out, but because of how supple this leather is, it's very easy. I struggle with the other ones, but this one is very easy. And hello, wait a minute. That gives you two bags in one. And not only that, it's gorgeous. It's so beautiful. Okay, so you see that, and it has that little Goyard stamp. I don't know if you can see it because I can barely see it from this side. It's a red Goyard stamp right there. Beautiful, beautiful bag. Okay, let me reverse that again, or I guess put it, which would be the side? Which side would you guys use? I would use I would use the leather side out, and that way, I don't know about you, I tend to get the insides of my tote dirtier than the outsides of my tote. So I would use the leather side out. Okay, so put that in there. Both. You'd use both? Yeah, I would use both. It depends on what I'm wearing. Like if I'm wearing prints that day, we're going to inside out. If I am wearing solids, like, oh, look, that works perfectly. Perfectly. Okay, and the last one on the list was Givenchy's iconic bag, the Antigona. Amazing price on this one. This is the size small, which is actually pretty big. It's like a medium. She is in blush pink, and she is only $1,195 for this beautiful Givenchy Antigona. Some details on this, of course, she is very reminiscent of the Speedy, but she has these pyramids on both sides, to which they've also added the pyramid on each side of the shoulder strap. I like these little details when I find little things like that. Um, and then there's a little stain there. Didn't just saw it just now. Like that little pyramid detail. The only thing it's missing is I would put some pyramid studs, but then that might make it too Valentino. But just little things like that, I think for me would make the bag a little more exciting. This is on the heavier side. It feels to be like the hardware is thicker and the leather itself, yeah, it feels like there's some layers in there because the bag is pretty stiff. So just something to note if this is going to be your everyday bag, she's a little bit on the heavier side. Okay, so that's also why like people love the Louis Vuitton canvas because it's lighter weight, especially if you're traveling with those bigger bags. I just showed you that they are going to be lighter weight, like as you're wearing them. Okay, guys, so that's it. Oh, so look, I'm at 38 minutes. I did the right amount today. Right amount. Any questions? I don't have much interaction today, but I appreciate you guys being here. And of course, if you're catching the replay, thank you so much. Don't forget to enter the drawing. Type in Blossom if you're here right now. But if you're catching the replay, if you're here and typing in Blossom, you get two entries. If you're on the replay, you get one. So there's a incentive to show up to my lives. Go ahead and ask your question. I love interacting. So, like I said, ask your questions now. Okay. And if you missed it too, I am going to thank you, G. I'm going to be doing giveaways. I'm going to try. I might have enough stuff to do it every live from now till Christmas. And also, my schedule's been a little sporadic. I haven't been making it every week. But yeah, I'm going through my PR pile. I'm like, wow, I have a lot of stuff, and I'm going to share it with my audience. If I purchase a vintage Speedy, oh, okay. I would, that depends. I'm assuming it's 890 to replace the whole thing. Because, like, okay, we've done this exercise in the store where if you replace everything, it's like you might as well buy a new bag. But if you don't have to replace everything, yeah, if you don't have to replace everything, if you can get away with replacing just a few things so that it comes to like 400 to 600, then that might be worth it. Um, so, personal choice. Because also the condition of the canvas. If it's in perfect condition, um, I don't know, maybe you want to. Yeah, but 890 is like, it seems like a lot to me because it's not that much leather. It's not that much. Yeah, or maybe I think the handles is it was 120 each. It's probably more by then. So maybe you just replace the handles. The canvas is good. Okay, and what about the piping? The the piping is this. So now that's another piece that can tend to wear at the corners. And that's I think 240 or 120 each. 120, 120. The tabs, if the tabs are okay, would keep those. And then yeah, the leathers will look different until they catch up. But you can also, if you want to risk it, if you have a really good cobbler, like I have a really good cobbler, that it's cheaper to repair at a cobbler than to pay like 890. Could buy you two Marc Jacobs bags. Okay, what was the other one? How would I rate the GM Graceful? GM, what do you mean? A, B, etc. Okay, the Graceful, um, unpopular opinion, was the least favorite of my favorite bags, just because I do not wear shoulder bags. See, I don't have shoulders, so the Graceful was never my thing. Also because it had a short handle, it would come right here, and all I can think, because this is just me, is that your armpit is sweating on your bag. So it just wasn't my thing. It's not just not my thing. But if it's your thing, then okay, like I said, don't listen to us influencers. If it's your thing and you love the bag, then you'll get it. Having worked at the boutique, also the Graceful was at a very good price point. Um, Condition. Are you talking about a bag I showed? Because I didn't show a Graceful, so I'm wondering which one you're talking about. Are you talking about this? Because this wasn't the Graceful. This is the Delightful. Hi, Georgina. Hello, my dear. Hello. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Yeah, repairs are crazy expensive. Okay, Miradon, I'm confused about which bag because are you condition of one of the bags I've showed? Because I didn't show a Graceful. Why do we have a Graceful here? Oh, no, that's not a Graceful. Yeah, we don't have one here. So please restate condition. Delightful. Okay. See, now you know now by my feelings about the current Graceful. I didn't like it. The condition of this, she is, I'd say 8.5 out of 10, which is still pretty high. Only 8.5 because there's just see that there's a little wear mark on there. And there's little wear marks right here on the leather. But this is actually not anything. If I were to buy this bag, this is not anything that would bother me. I would expect vintage bags to have like vintage marks. So that's all is here is vintage marks. She has been used, so she's not as perfect as like, okay, just for example, this one hasn't been used and it's perfect, but this one's been used. So she just has your normal wear and tear. But if I look at this, like she wasn't used excessively. So she has a little scuff in the corners. That's probably from being on the plane. I mean, the what's it called? The floor of the airplane. Um, the leather is super soft. The leather of these older pieces are always super soft. It's so different. The glazing is gone. And like I said, don't bother with the glazing. Don't bother redoing the glazing. It's expensive and it's just going to come off anyway. And it doesn't like, I don't think it adds anything to the bag. But other than that, like here, let me take out the papers. The insides look really good too. Okay, you get it, right? Yeah, so it's vintage. But also, it's like if I used it, it's not anything that would bother me. And, if anything, people would just think, oh, cool, vintage bag. This is a big bag. I got a lot of papers. A lot of papers going on here. Okay, yeah, inside looks good. I mean, everything I've come across here, they do not sell anything that is less than great condition. You think you love everything. Well, this particular bag, okay, so this is $1,195 for this bag. It's an amazing deal. And like I said, I love the pockets. Love it. Okay, also, if you have not shopped with me before, you can use the coupon if you spend $1,500 and up. Okay, so what I'm going to do when I log off, so see, I always aim for 45 minutes and now I'm at 46. I am going to put all the details in the description, plus how to contact me. You're going to email me at info@dialmstyle. And let me know if you're interested. The details, they ship to anywhere in the US for $18.95, I believe, somewhere around there. Only US, no international shipping. And if you live in California, you're going to pay tax where you are. Anywhere else, they don't charge tax. So if you're in Arizona, the price is the price, plus your shipping. So that is really nice. And I do believe they do layaway as well. Any of those details, you can ask Kirsten or Cecily when they email you. I'm just here to show you the bags. So I hope you enjoyed today's show. And don't forget, there's a little, that little cutie behind me too. She's only $795. There are so many more bags here that I didn't show. And again, if you have a request, let me know and I will find it and show it to you. And if it's not here, it might be in another store, but this is like my favorite consignment store because I can see the quality of everything. And now I'm going to shut down and go through the clothes racks because they've got a lot of good stuff too. Thank you guys so much for joining. So I'm going to sign off. Don't forget to please fill out the survey that is attached to the video and drop in Blossom if you want to enter the giveaway. I'm going to be doing a giveaway every live from now to Christmas. Love you guys. See you soon. Mwah. Thank you. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.